An interim government is taking shape in Bangladesh days after Sheikh Hasina was forced to resign. The 76-year-old ex-Prime Minister fled the country under pressure from protesters and the army. Sheikh Hasina flees Bangladesh amid massive protests. The military took control amid massive protests. Since independence, half a century ago, many of Bangladesh's leaders have been forced to flee or had their time in office cut short by violent deaths. And Sheikh Hasina's dramatic flight in a helicopter on Monday is one of them. Here are the key events in Bangladesh's turbulent political history. The assassination and coup below. Formerly East Pakistan, Bangladesh emerged as a new nation in 1971 after a brutal war involving India. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman becomes Bangladesh's first Prime Minister. Independence hero Sheikh Mujibur Rahman became the country's first Prime Minister. This was before introducing a one-party system and taking office as president in January 1975. Within a year, he was assassinated by a group of soldiers on August 15, along with his wife and 3 sons. Mujibur Rahman's assassination and Khondakar Mushtaq Ahmad's rise. Khondakar Mushtaq Ahmad, with the support of the army, then took power. Ahmad's tenure was short-lived. He was overthrown in a coup instigated by the army's chief of staff, Khalid Musharraf, on November 3, who was assassinated in turn by rival mutineers. After a series of further coups and counter-coups, General Zia-ur-Rahman took power on November 7. 1981 to 1983, bloody rebellion, bloodless coup. Within 6 years in power, General Zia-ur-Rahman was assassinated during an attempted revolt on May 30, 1981. His vice president Abdus Sattar took over as interim president with the backing of General Hussain Muhammad Irshad. But Irshad turned on Sattar within a year, ousting him in a bloodless coup on March 24, 1982. Immediately after the takeover, he imposed martial law and installed Ehsanuddin Chaudhry as president. Then, on December 11, 1983, Irshad proclaimed himself head of state. Chaudhry, whose position was honorary, went on to lead a political party loyal to the general. 1990. Irshad resigns after protests. After a wave of protests calling for democracy in Bangladesh, Irshad resigned as president on December 6, 1990. Justice Minister Shahabuddin Ahmad took over as interim leader until elections could be held the year after. 1991. First free elections. Khalida Zia, General Zia-ur-Rahman's widow, became Bangladesh's first woman Prime Minister as the Bangladesh Nationalist Party BNP swept the polls. 1996. Sheikh Hasina rises to power. Sheikh Hasina defeats Khalida Zia as Hasina's Awami League party beats the Bangladesh Nationalist Party in 1996. 2001. Khalida Zia defeats Hasina. The BNP returned to power in 2001, with Zia once again becoming Prime Minister and completing a term of office in October 2006. 2007 Anti-Corruption Purge. In 2007, with the army's support, President Iyazuddin Ahmad declared a state of emergency after anti-government demonstrations. Hasina and Khalida Zia were imprisoned on graft allegations and later released in 2008. 2008. Hasina rises to power. After her party's win in the polls in December 2008, Hasina once again became Prime Minister. 4 August 2024. Countrywide protests against Sheikh Hasina government. Sheikh Hasina led the Bangladesh government till 4 August 2024. As quota reform protests by students turned into countrywide protests against the government, Hasina fled Bangladesh. 8 August 2024. An interim government led by Muhammad Yunus to take oath today. The army steps in to form an interim government, and a known critic of the Hasina government, Dr. Muhammad Yunus, is sworn in along with 15 ministers to lead Bangladesh. With Pavitra, this is Shubh Bhardwaj for NDTV.